What's up, brothers? I hope everybody's doing well out there. Today we've got a video that I think a lot of you guys are going to relate to, unfortunately, but hopefully by the end of the video we can set you straight. We can put you on the right path, straighten you up a little. If you're a guy who has yourself in a situation where you have interest in a woman, right? Maybe you like her and you want a relationship with her. Maybe you find her physically attractive and you want to hook up and have sex with her, but you're not really sure how to go about doing that, right? Maybe you've tried cold approach in the past, you've tried some other things that some dating coaches have told you and it just hasn't really worked. And you want to transition from being that guy that's across the room staring at her to the guy that's actually hooking up with her, kissing her, having sex with her, all that. And that's what we're going to try to accomplish with this video. Because there's a lot of guys out there that really believe that men are at like this extreme disadvantage in the dating game nowadays. You got all these dating apps, Tinder and Instagram and all this stuff. And, a lot of guys believe that women's egos are inflated, and it's made it extremely difficult. They have too many options. And it's gotten more difficult for an average guy to get a woman. The average male, I should say. But it's always been difficult for the average male. It's always been difficult for a high value male and an alpha male and a beta male. Who it's not difficult for is men. Real men have it easy. It's always on easy mode. And that's what we're going to transition you into today. This is your transition. Hopefully the tax dollars will fund your transition. Anyways, so imagine for a second that you are in New York City, right? And you've got two different sets of people. You've got record executives and you've got singers. I'm freestyling here, so bear with me. Hopefully this turns out okay and understandable. Who has it easier, the record executive or the singer? The singer's job is to walk around to record executives and say, please sign me. He's got to beg and plead. Please sign me. Let me sing in that microphone. I'm really good at it. Please sign me to a record label. Whereas the record executive gets to kind of walk around and be like, hey you, hey singer, get over here. Sing in this microphone. If you're good, I'll sign you. Obviously the record executive has it a lot easier. The dating game is very similar to that. Now, which one of those do you think is the masculine rule and which one do you think is the feminine rule? Well, if you're a man, you'll understand that the man is the record executive, right? That's the position that he plays. He's an establishment, right? He has a lot to offer. And he can say, hey, I've got an offer for you. And she doesn't have to accept it, but, that is what it is. And a lot of guys, most guys, are coming from that singer perspective. So they think they have to cold approach and beg a woman, right? Can I get your phone number? Will you go out with me? And they're in that position. So when they're stuck in that position, you can't just play a numbers game. You can't just cold approach 1,000 women with that same lame ass shit. It's not going to work. You might get one or two of them, desperate women, but you're not going to get good results until eventually you, on the inside, you transition to a man. A man doesn't beg and plead. A man puts his offer on the table. It's as simple as that. So instead of cold approaching, you still kind of got to approach, but it's a little bit different. You let her know, here's my phone number, give me a call when you're ready. Something like that. Now, obviously, you want to be a little more social than that. I'm speaking into a camera right now. I'm not flirting with a woman, but you get the idea, right? You're putting the offer on the table. Let her know she can call you whenever she's ready. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. But even if she doesn't, that's okay because you're going to give the offer to somebody else. A man has confidence. He's not an obsessive stalker. He doesn't have a fixation on one woman unless she earns that fixation. So he's not going to sit around and stress a woman not accepting this offer because, after all, it's just an offer. He's not begging. He's not hoping something will happen. He's just giving her an offer. And think about this if you're somebody that doesn't have the confidence to put this plan into action. Think about this. what do you bring to a relationship as a man? You pretty much are that record executive. You're the establishment, man. Everybody has to have a place to stay. Everybody has to have a car. Everybody has to have bills paid. Everybody has to have food and clothes and go out to dinner and all that stuff. Who provides most of that? You. Now, whatever, you can call it what you want, but the man has the burden of responsibility. He always has, he always will. We kind of take it, we take it with a badge of honor. It's not even difficult for us to do that. So when you're making a move on a woman, you let her know, here's the offer, take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times they'll take it. But if she leaves it, no big deal. But just understand that you bring more than she does, and if she doesn't accept that offer, it's not the end of the world. You were doing something nice. That's the way you should think of it. Now, let's say, as we were saying, sometimes you want a relationship. Sometimes you just want to hook up with a woman. You just want sex. So now you're in more of like a pickup artist type scene, right? Maybe a nightclub or something like that. Or maybe you're on spring break and you're at a beach and you're looking for women to take back to your hotel. Same thing though, right? Are you going to be cold approaching? Hey, can I get your number? Will you come back to my place with me? Or are you going to understand in your head, again, rationalize, really reason with yourself. Even in the bedroom, what do you bring? Unless you're a guy that would prefer sitting around watching internet porn and touching himself, you probably bring more than the woman. I would much rather rub on some titties than rub on myself. And if you're a guy that would also, rather be rubbing on some titties, you're probably good in the bedroom. And the reason why is because you naturally like to touch on a woman. You like to rub her back. You like to rub her neck. You like to rub on her booty and her thighs. You like to kiss her. Well, she likes all that too. And that's effort that you're putting into it. And look, man, go look at the look on her face when you're rubbing her back. She is on cloud 9, bro. Always is. So when you see a woman that you want to take home and you want to have sex with her, again, you have to understand, you're the establishment, bro. You are that. So she can either accept the offer or, she can leave it. But it's still the same thing. You give her the offer. Here's my number. Call me when you're leaving. Here's where we're going. Call me when you're leaving. She doesn't have to call you, but you're not going to sweat it either way. When you get used to doing this, when you get used to having the confidence of knowing that you offer more than pretty much any woman, and that's not misogyny. A lot of people take this shit the wrong way. That's not misogyny. It's just saying a good man, a real man, is more than capable, and it's just easy for him to offer a woman more than she offers him. He's bigger than her, he's stronger than her, he's probably smarter than her, makes more money than her, all of that stuff, right? So it's his role to be the daddy. It's not her role to be his mama. Let's put it like that. So, even in a PUA situation, a nightclub situation, you're still putting the offer on the table. And it's not a rejection if she doesn't accept it. It's simply her not accepting your offer. Okay, cool, fine. We've got other options. No problem. When you operate like that as a man, it's very easy. Your confidence is never slighted. It's never affected by a woman not accepting an offer. But when you approach women with that male mindset, the male, beta male, alpha male, whatever, like PUA, cold approach, like she's a statistic, like, oh, I better cold approach 25 women a day, or I failed. Just running up these numbers, asking for numbers, shit like that. Then you do get rejected. It's a whole different mindset, man. It's a whole different mindset. Once you switch over to the right one, you'll never struggle again. But anyways, guys, I hope this video was something. Actually, before we end this one, as a matter of fact, get a pen and a piece of paper out. I want you to write this down. It's 4 steps. These 4 steps will save you a lot of time, a lot of effort. It will really help you become a man. Step number 1. What do you want? Not her. Not what does she want. What do you want? Do you want a relationship? Write that down. Do you want sex? Write that down. Step number 2. What do you offer? Again, if you chose relationship, what do you bring to a relationship? If you chose sex, what do you bring to the bedroom? Number 3. Rationalize this in your head. Add this up. Who brings more? Who offers more? You or her? Now step number 4. Put the plan into action. If she brings more, stick to the cold approaching. Stick to, can I have your number, please? Will you go out with me? But if you offer more, just give her your phone number and say, call me when you're ready. It's as simple as that. Anyways, that's about it for this video, guys. Hope this video was somewhat informative, but you're going to have to find something else to watch because this video is over. Until next time, see ya.